Hello, students at South Amboy Elementary School. This is your Vice Principal, Mrs. Buchanan. The first week of Women's History Month, I introduced you to Misty Copeland, an amazing dancer. And last week, I told you about Ruth Bader Ginsburg, a brave U.S. Supreme Court Justice. Today, we are going to be learning about a talented artist named Georgia O'Keeffe. And as I introduce you to Georgia O'Keeffe, I will be showing you some of her amazing pieces of art. Georgia O'Keeffe was born in 1887 in Wisconsin. She grew up on a farm where she helped her family by cooking, sewing, and growing vegetables. When she was 5, O'Keeffe went to school in a one-room schoolhouse. She didn't like school, but she did enjoy the private art lessons she took after school. She knew she always wanted to be an artist. O'Keeffe's family moved to Virginia, where she started high school. Everyone at her school loved her drawings. After high school, O'Keeffe went to study at the Art Institute of Chicago. She enjoyed it there, but got very sick after only 1 year and had to stop going. When she finally felt better over a year later, O'Keeffe decided to study in New York instead. In 1912, she began taking drawing classes at the University of Virginia. She learned to paint in many different styles before she developed her own way of painting. When O'Keeffe had finished school, she taught art lessons. She started to experiment with abstract art. She liked to draw curving lines with lots of shading. She even made some abstract paintings based on the things she saw in nature, like this example, titled Evening Star. In 1916, a photographer named Alfred Stieglitz got a hold of some of O'Keeffe's paintings. He showed them in his gallery without telling her. At first, she was upset, but she forgave him because he helped make O'Keeffe's art famous. In 1918, O'Keeffe got sick again. While she recovered, she wrote letters back and forth to Alfred. The two fell in love and eventually got married. Georgia and Alfred bought a house on a lake where they lived in the summertime. O'Keeffe loved it there. She used an old barn as her studio, and she painted many paintings that were inspired by her natural surroundings. It was the lake house that O'Keeffe began creating the paintings she is most known for. She painted close-ups of flowers in bright, bold colors. No one had ever painted close-up flowers before, but some photographers of the time were taking close-up photos of flowers. In the 1930s, O'Keeffe took some trips to New Mexico. She loved it so much that she eventually moved there. She painted lots of paintings of the mountains and deserts and the adobe houses. She especially loved to paint pictures of animal skulls. Sometimes she even painted desert landscapes and skulls on the same canvas. She continued to paint until she lost her eyesight. She died in 1986 at the age of 98. Today, she is considered one of the most influential and famous female artists in American history. Students, I hope that you've learned some interesting information about Georgia O'Keeffe, and I hope this has inspired you to go look up an interesting woman to celebrate our Women's History Month. Thanks for listening.